Today we are making the classic looking Christmas bauble ornament, and this is a very quick and easy project, so let's just get into the materials quickly. I am using 6-ply cotton yarn for this project, and you can also use acrylic. Also you can choose any colors of your choice. For the whole project I'll be using a 3.5 mm crochet hook, and you'll be needing a sewing needle and a pair of scissors. To tell you quickly, we'll be starting with the top part first, and then we'll make the rest of the ball shape. So let's just start. We'll be starting by making a magic circle. So for that, hold the end of the thread with your thumb and wrap the rest of the thread around your 2 fingers, creating parallel line on this side, and at the back we'll make an X like this, and then we'll just hold the thread here again with the thumb, and this is how it should look. Now we'll take our hook facing downwards and we'll go under the first thread and pull this other thread from under this and create an A shape like this. Now we'll just twist our yarn facing upwards, and we'll take our hook forward and grab this longer end of the thread and pull it through the loop on our hook like this, and then we'll just take out our 2 fingers. Here we have our magic circle. Also leave this tail end a little longer when you start, because we'll be using it to make the top loop of our bauble. We'll be using the same tail end. For round 1 we'll be making 6 single crochets inside the magic circle. So for a single crochet, go inside the magic circle with your hook and pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We'll pull through both the loops. That is my first single crochet, and you can mark this. I'm using a stitch marker to mark my first single crochet, but if you don't have a stitch marker, you can use a piece of thread or a bobby pin or a safety pin. And also, while I'm making my single crochets, I'm weaving in the tail end with it. So I'm keeping the tail end here and I'm making the single crochets. And now we'll just go in and make my second single crochet here. Then again, third single crochet, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Just pull the end of the yarn, the tail end, and close this circle up. Here this completes our round 1. So we are not making any slip stitches here, and we'll directly go for round 2. So I'll just remove my stitch marker for now and go in the first single crochet of this round. Also we have 6 stitches or 6 single crochets in round 1. Now we are making an increase. So for an increase we have to make 2 single crochets in each of these stitches, so that will take our stitch count from 6 to 12. And one thing that you have to remember, because we'll be using this tail end to make the loop at the top, so you have to take it along the stitches. So here when I start my first stitch and make an increase, I'll also be stitching through taking my hook through this tail end. So here I'm putting it here with my stitch, and when I go in the first stitch to make my first single crochet, I'll be taking this tail end here on top of the loop and making a stitch through both the tail end and the stitch. So here, that's my first single crochet for round 2, and again we'll mark this so that we know where we started. And since we are making increase, we'll again go back in this same stitch and make another single crochet. So an increase is just 2 single crochets or 2 stitches in the same stitch. Again we'll be taking our tail end along to make the single crochet. So here put your tail end on the hook and make another single crochet in the first stitch. Now we'll again go in the next stitch and make an increase, keeping our tail end along. So again make 2 single crochets in the same stitch. this is our third stitch, so we are going to make our third increase. Going in this stitch, make 2 single crochets in the same stitch. After you have created your third increase, we'll stop and we'll be creating the loop on the top of the bauble, and we'll be using our tail end. So take out your hook from here and go in the middle in this hole and bring this tail end through it. So don't bring it all the way through it, just enough to create a small loop. So here, and now we'll just go back and continue making the increases in the rest of the stitches. So we still have 3 stitches to go, and you can take this tail end and again bring it along the stitches. So we'll go in the next stitch and again make a single crochet increase. So 2 single crochets in this stitch. We have 2 more stitches left and we'll make 2 more increases. So again 2 single crochets here. And in the last, again an increase, 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So here I have completed my round 2 and we have in total 12 stitches. Here you can see we have created a small loop at the top. Now if you want a longer loop, I really suggest you to leave a longer tail end in the beginning when you are making a magic circle. And here, now that we are at the end of round 2 and we have 12 stitches in total all around, and now we'll here make a slip stitch in the first stitch. Creates a slip stitch, and here also chain 1. Now we are starting with our round 3. So for round 3 we'll be making single crochets all around. So 12 single crochets, 1 in each stitch, but we'll be working only in the back loops of the stitches. So this small V's, these are our stitches, and usually we go through both the loops when we are making our single crochets. For this round we'll only be going in the back loop of the stitches. So this is our front loop and this is the back loop. So we'll not be going here, we'll be going here in the back loops of the stitches for this round only. That really creates that straight look, the 90-degree look, and then we can start the ball part. So let's just start for this round. We'll be going in the first stitch. So the first stitch is here where you made your slip stitch and chain 1. So we'll be going here in the back loop of this stitch. So not through the whole stitch, only through the back loop. So going in the back loop of the first stitch, we'll make our first single crochet here. And again let's just mark it. Now we'll move on to the next stitch and make 1 single crochet going in the back loop of the stitch. So 2, again in the back loop of the stitch, 3, fourth one, fifth, sixth, 7th, this is our 8th, so going in the back loop, 9th single crochet, 10th, 11th. Now here here we are at the last single crochet, the 12th stitch, and here what we'll do is we'll go in the back loop and pull up a loop like we do for a single crochet. But before we pull through, I'll be switching my color here. Have the other color that you'll be using to make the rest of the part of the ball, and just take it here. And so this was our working yarn that we were already working with this color, and you will just take this other color and place it here, leaving a bit of tail end at the back. Here you can hold it like this. So I have kept it, if you can see, I have kept it between these two loops and the working thread here. Just hold this color here and then do your single crochet as usual, pull through both the loops. This just attaches this new color here in the stitch, and now we'll just close this round up by making our slip stitch. Just be working again with this yellow color and going and making a slip stitch while we have this other color still attached here. So just grab this one, the one you were already working with, and go in the first stitch through both the loops for a slip stitch and make a slip stitch here. Now here we usually do chain 1. So for the chain 1 we'll just leave this color and we'll grab our new color, bring it over the yellow, and here you will make one chain. At this point, after making your one chain from the new color, you can pull this other old color or yellow color tighter, and at this point we will just cut it off because we are done with this, and now we'll be crocheting further with our new color. We are starting our round 4, and we are starting our round 4 with the new color, the main color, and for this round we'll be moving up and increasing our stitches. So in the previous round we had 12 stitches in total, and now we'll be moving from 12 to 18. And also another thing for this round is that we'll be making our single crochets now only in the front loops of these stitches. So this was our whole stitch, this little V's, and we worked in the back loop in the previous round, but for this round we'll be going only in the front loops. So these ones, and we'll be also increasing our stitches. For round 4 we are starting by making one single crochet in the first stitch, and this is the first stitch where we made our slip stitch, and we will only be going in the front loop of this stitch and make one single crochet. And then in the next stitch we'll be making an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch but going only in the front loop. So going in the front loop, that's my first single crochet, then going back in the same stitch in the front loop, the second single crochet. And that's the pattern for round 4. We have to make one single crochet, and in the next stitch we have to make an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So we'll keep doing that. So in the next stitch we'll again go only in the front loop, make one single crochet, then go in the next stitch only in the front loop and make an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And again in the next stitch we'll go in the front loop and make one single crochet, and then in the next stitch we'll make an increase, going in the front loop, 2 single crochet. So that's all for round 4. Keep repeating this till you reach the end of this round, and you should have 18 stitches in total. Now I'm at the end of the round, and here I have in total 18 stitches after increasing the stitches. Now we are going to slip stitch it, and for slip stitch we'll go in both the loops of the first stitch of this round. So just go in here, pull up a loop and pull through it through the loop on your hook. That creates my slip stitch, and we'll chain 1. We are starting our round 5, and we will again increase our stitches now. So we are at 18 stitches, and for round 5 we'll be making 24 stitches. Also from round 5 till the end we'll be going through both the loops now. So we don't need to go through front or back loops, but both the loops in all stitches. So let's just begin round 5. So for round 5, in the first stitch we'll go through both the loops and make one single crochet. Then in the next stitch again we'll make one single crochet. And then in the third stitch we'll make an increase. That was 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So you'll see in round 4 we were making an increase after 1 single crochet, and in round 5 we are making an increase after 2 single crochets. So we are just increasing our stitching. Again we are going to go in the next stitch and make 1 single crochet going through both the loops. Then again in the next stitch we'll make 1 single crochet. So we have made 2 single crochets individually in 2 stitches. Then in the third stitch again we'll follow it up with an increase of 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So we'll keep doing this for round 5. Again 1 single crochet, again 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then follow it up with an increase, that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And by the end of this round you should have 24 stitches in total. Here I am at the end of round 5 and we won't be slip stitching anymore, and we'll just straight up go in the next stitch and start the next round. I'm making a medium sized bauble, so I won't be increasing any more stitches and I'll stick to 24 stitches count. But if you want a bigger size bauble, you can increase your stitches even more, so you can go from 24 to 30 stitches and even to 36 stitches depending on what size you're looking for, and the pattern will remain the same. So for 24 stitches we first made 2 single crochets and then an increase. So for if you want 30 stitches, so you will have to make them 3 single crochets in 3 individual stitches and then an increase. Similarly for 36 stitches you will have to make 4 single crochets individually and then an increase. So you can keep increasing your stitch count and see what size you want. Sticking to 24 stitches and a medium size. So now we'll start with round 6 and we don't need to make any more slip stitches moving forward. So if you want, you can always mark your first stitch. For the next 4 rounds, from round 6 to round 9, we'll only be making single crochets in each of the stitches going in both the loops. So let's just start with round 6. I'm going directly in my first stitch and making a single crochet, and mark your first stitch so you remember every time where you started. So just like that, keep making a single crochet, and every round you should have 24 stitches in total. So complete your 4 rounds and I'll see you at the end of round 9. Here I've completed my 9 rounds and it should start to look like this. Moving forward we'll be doing decreases. So to close this circle up, so we started our sphere and we did 2 rows where we did increases. So again we'll do 2 rows for decrease. So for round 10, first I'll remove the stitch marker. If you remember to go from 18 to 24 stitches, we did 2 single crochets in 2 individual stitches and then an increase. So to go from 24 to 18 now, again because now we are decreasing and closing the circle up, so we'll be going into 2 stitches and making single crochets, and then in the third we'll make a decrease. So it's the same thing that we have to do for decrease also. So going in the first stitch for 10th round, make 1 single crochet, go in the next stitch, make another single crochet, and here again mark your first single crochet, and then in the third stitch we'll make an decrease. So we'll be making an invisible decrease. So for a decrease you grab 2 stitches together and make 1 single crochet. So to make an invisible decrease, we'll go in the front loop of the first stitch, then we'll again go in the front loop of the next stitch and just pull your hook and pull up a loop like this and make 1 single crochet. So that creates an decrease. So you can see it's not that visible and it looks like a stitch itself, and that is what we'll do for this round. So moving on, again we'll make 1 single crochet, then again in the next we'll make 1 single crochet, and then we have to make a decrease after 2 single crochets. So going in the front loop of this stitch, then going in the front loop of the next stitch, pull up a loop and make 1 single crochet. That would decrease our stitch count now from 24 to 18. So keep doing that for this round. I'll show you once again. We are going in the first stitch and making a single crochet, then again in the next stitch make a single crochet, and then make a decrease here. So by the end of this round, 10th round, you should have 18 stitches around. We are at the end and the round should end with a decrease with these last 2 stitches here, and I have 18 stitches around. That completes the round 10. We are moving to the next round, and now we need a stitch count of 12. So as you saw, to go from 12 to 18, we did 1 single crochet and then we made an increase. Similarly, for now to decrease it from 18 to 12, we will start by making 1 single crochet and then a decrease, then another single crochet and then a decrease. So it's pretty much the same thing that we are doing now. We are just now decreasing it instead of increasing the stitches. So let's just move to round 11 now. Remove your stitch marker from the first stitch, and we'll be making 1 single crochet for round 11 in the first stitch, and we will again mark this. And moving on, we'll be making a decrease. So now 1 single crochet and a decrease. Again 1 single crochet, then again a decrease. One single crochet, then decrease by going in the front loops and grabbing 2 stitches, making a single crochet. So complete round 11, and by the end of this round you should now have 12 stitches, and I'll see you at the end. Here I am again at the end of round 11, and it should end with a decrease. So you will be having 12 stitches in total all around. Notice that the ball is closing up and the hole is getting narrower. At this point you can add your stuffing. So I am adding some fiber filling, and you can also use cotton or any scrap yarn or threads just to fill the ball up. Once you have filled the ball enough and you have that round nice fluffy shape, we'll move on. And now we'll start with round 12. This will be the last round, and here we'll be making decreases in all the stitches. So when we had to move from 6 to 12 stitches, when we were increasing stitches, we made increases in all the stitches around and we moved to 12 stitches. Now we have to move from 12 to 6 stitches. So we'll be making decreases all around. I'll remove my stitch marker now, and we'll be grabbing 2 stitches together like we did before. So taking the front loop of this stitch and then taking the front loop of the next stitch, make a single crochet. Then again go in the next stitch and then grab the front loop of the next stitch and then make 1 single crochet. That will be the second one. Then again next stitch we'll grab the front loop and then the front loop of the next stitch, pull through both the loops and make a single crochet. That will be my third stitch for this round. Then again grabbing 2 loops, make a decrease, and this is the 4th stitch. Again this is our 5th decrease and 5th stitch, and again in the last grab 2 stitches and make last single crochet. That's our 6th single crochet, and you'll stop here. That completes the round 12. You can see our circle is almost closed. Now we'll just cut the yarn and we'll sew it to completely close it. So just grab a little long thread and just fasten off here. Pull this tight and just use your sewing needle now. You'll be sewing the ends. How I like to close this is I'll skip 1 stitch and then I'll go in the front loop of the next stitch and just pass your needle through. Then again skip 1 stitch and go in the front loop of the next stitch, pass the needle through. Skip 1, go in the next and pass the needle through. and just then pull it. You'll notice that it completely closes the circle. Now you see we have a little bit of bump sticking out. We'll just go in the middle and take out your needle from anywhere in the ball and just pull it. Don't pull too tight, just enough. And you can do that a few times. That just secures it well. Going back in the middle and just take out it from anywhere. Yeah. That's about it. Now we can just cut your yarn. Our bauble shape is complete and it's done. We also have a little loop here to hang it. Now if you want to add white spikes like this, then I'll just show you how you can do that, or you can also use something else like glitter or anything to decorate the bauble. To make the spikes, I'm switching to white color yarn. Again, you can use any color and take your needle. I am going in the bottom and just take it out. Take out the needle just from anywhere. And what I do is I go in a diagonal stitch, making a small spike. So you just go here and then you go in the next place where you have to make your next spike. Keep doing that. So here, if I'm here, now I'll just diagonally go in one of the stitch and then I'll just take it out from the next place I'm going to make the spike. So just keep doing that all around the ball and you'll notice you're making these small spikes. Lastly, we'll just bring it out again in the middle. Our Christmas baubles are complete now and they make such a cute Christmas tree hanging. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.